highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Chicago Bears and the Arizona Cardinals. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go! Come on, 180! 59. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up,
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, a run with Cohen. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Trubisky. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. He finds Robinson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Go! 180! Hey, 18.
On first down, it's Cohen. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Hey, I-7.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Trubisky will throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. The kick by Pinheiro is good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Grant. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Demir Bird, 44 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
you have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Finding room at the 30. He's got daylight. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 81 yards. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A good balanced attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with...
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Trubisky's throw pulled in by Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well. They will run with Grant. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I'm going to come back to you.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now a timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Switch up, switch up.
This one caught by Isabella. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Check three.
On 3rd down, it's Grant. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission? And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Khalil Mack in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Jim. 45. Mike, 45.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Corey Grant, 67 yards. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Play action. Now Trubisky sliding out of the pocket. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tahir Whitehead. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back, huh? Check. 45 the mic, 45 the mic.
After the turnover, here's Murray going up top. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Trubisky, escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now it's Trubisky, flushed out right. Hard throw, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Go, go, go.
Again, it's Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Check 26, check 26.
On second down now, it's Grant, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That kind of looked like a defense fed up by being gashed in the running game all night.
Yeah, and imagine their coach saying, if you're fed up on that play, where were you the rest of the time? What took you so long? But flip it over to the offensive side. They've been dominating this thing, and to finally have a play go against them, that's not something that's going to make them feel very good this evening.
45, 45, 45. Mike, let's go.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Buying time to his left. Murray fighting, lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On 3rd down, Murray. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Pulled in at the 24. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Cohen. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On third down, a run with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. That last play, though, not indicative of the night he's had running the football.
No, you're exactly right about that, because all through this evening, it's been their night, hasn't it? One play here, they get it against them. I wouldn't worry about that very much at all. Just continue to do what they've been doing.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Murray going to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. From the 40 now on second down, Trubisky. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Watch a slap. Watch a slap. Watch a slap. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Hey, Haywood. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike, check.
Here's Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, it's Cohen. He'll have a first down inside the 10. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Trubisky gives to Cohen. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Let's bring it. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
To throw is Murray. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Switch, switch, switch. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Yeah, yeah. 58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Stay with me.
He'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It's another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just 1 more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
And it all rides on this one play. A trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on 4th down. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Wide open receiver complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may do it for this NFC title game. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch 'cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating 'cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not saving, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist.